What's up, guys? I'm Ivan, co founder of Mastery Leap, and today we'll be diving into A B testing with email marketing, giving you examples of what exactly you can test and what is the best process when it comes down to how to approach testing, how to make accurate decisions as well. Now, let's dive into it. So, first of all, A B testing, what does it stand for? Ultimately, it means comparing different options and seeing which is the better performing one. Now, when it comes down to this, it's very important as well to understand how do you make a decision on what to test? Because there's many different things you can test, of course. Well, this all comes down to understanding which is the weakest point in your process. Now, what I mean by this is, for instance, if you have a website and you have 1,000 visitors go on a website, and then out of these 1,000 visitors, maybe again, random numbers, 60% go on to viewing a product. And out of these 60%, from those 60%, so 600 people, 50% add to cart, for instance. I know these are big numbers, but just as an example, then out of those 50%, 2% go to checkout, And then that is obviously the weakest point because all the numbers are very good, but that is almost like where the drop off is. And it's really understanding, yes, especially as you go through the website, numbers will decrease because the website is a funnel in itself. Less and less people kind of go through it. But you want to understand based on the benchmarks of what you should be expecting, which are the weakest points within your email marketing as well. And then you sit down and think about different ideas, write them out, and see which is the most logical one that you can start testing today and implementing, you know? Now, when it comes down to what you can test subject lines, you can test emojis versus no emojis, you can test preview text and no preview text, or like different versions of it. You can set different copy within the email, call to actions, offers, time delays between different emails, and when certain triggers are made. You can test the time of day the emails are sent, the day of the week, images. There's tons of things you can test. But what's very important when you test as well is being able to make a decision from reliable data. Now, what I mean by this is you don't want to make a test and send it out to 100 people and make a decision because numbers can be very easily skewed with a smaller portion of data, which is why the bigger the portion, the better. Now, ideally, you want to have at least 1,000 emails sent to 1,000 people before you make a decision. This is the best case scenario because a skew of, let's say, 10 people opening would not impact the percentage as much as if you were to have 10 people open, but actually the subject line might not be that good. It was a random, lucky, I don't know what you can call it, situation. 10% out of 100 is 10%, but 10% out of 1,000 is 1%, right? So that way, data cannot be skewed as easily. Now, if your whole email list is already just 1,000 emails, and because some people, haven't grown it that much, then you want to have a smaller portion, of course, maybe 500 emails sent, 300, 250. But always remember that the data itself might not be the most accurate when you're doing this. Having said this, utilize this information because it's going to truly help you level up your email marketing. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.